Hi, and welcome to part 2 of Sonoma Parenting One-on-One for the language development of reading, Montessori Curriculum 101, and this is part 2. So part 1 ended on matching up capital letters. And if you only want to match, you can just lay it up top to bottom. If for whatever reason you decide, no, I want it as a progression for reading, then go left to right. When we read, we open up any book, any newspaper, magazine, we go to the top left corner, we go across, next row, left to right. So we practice that on tables, on rugs, on placemats, top to bottom, left to right. And then of course, we want to match up capital letters and lowercase letters, and they can match up their name letters. They can write their names with the capital and then the lowercase. So I hope you see all the extensions happening with the movable alphabet, with word building, with just letters, or the sound baskets just with the sandpaper letters, how it all connects and eventually leads to reading. So we have introduced the capitals, then know the lowercase, and I want to show you this. I picked some botany cards. These are leaf shapes. Again, first it's a name card, the mute card, match by picture, and then the labels. And I picked this example because this is what is really exciting in the Montessori classroom, that we have these materials available if a child is really interested in it. And we have children, they're very, very curious about botany, about leaf shapes. They want to make a lot of leaf shapes. And so we take it out and we say, does it look the same? No, no, yes. These are very sophisticated words. Deltoid, elliptical, oblong, chordate. And again, you make it available to those children who really want to learn. They really want to know. Match them up and then they can make a leaf booklet. They can write the words. They can make the leaves. They can make leaf collages. The possibilities are just endless, really. We have these cards available in all of zoology for fish, amphibian, reptiles, birds, mammals, hoofed mammals. We have them available for all continents. And some children really want to know about Antarctica, or they want to know about reptiles, and then the materials are available. So I want to show you these. Lots and lots of cards. This is a sample of a, m. So beginning sound is bat, cat, fat, hat, and so forth. And I take out cards at the end of second year, or definitely in the third year, that I say, come on over here, we're just going to read. And we just take out cards and we just go through it. Sometimes they need help. We read them together. We take turns. I often make it very fun-like and game-like, maybe for 5 minutes. And hey, come on over here. Let's sit at the bench and let's read. Here are some cards. They have one picture. But I hope you have picked up on the progression of just letters, just vowels, just consonants, word building, beginning sound, ending sound, vowel in the middle, and the progression of reading 3-letter words, 4-letter words, and then you can filter inside words. Is, it, he, we, she. I mean, there are lots of, I have it in my product again in the PDF. There are side word lists, but they're very easy to come by. and you will recognize easy sight words and more complex sight words. And by the end of the 3rd year, all the students read between 50 and 100 sight words, and they read the bar books, and they pick up print, and they say, oh, I know what that says, and that says stop, and that says halt, and that says come, and it has a silent E. And what is really fascinating, how fast they get with reading. Once they have caught on to the principle, these are letters, individual letters. I put certain letters together. Those are the words I speak. That is our language. And they just explode with speaking, reading, and writing. I want to show you this activity. Oh, here, one more thing. These are a lot of index cards. I just made my own cards. Bad, tap. And like I said, just take a child aside. Let's read for a few minutes. You pick a vowel, I pick a vowel. We take turns reading. Let's mix up all the vowels. Let's sort them back to separate them. By then, they really know left to right, beginning to end. It takes lots and lots of practice. Exposure, exposure, practice, practice, practice. And only in the 3rd year, you really look for mastery. And it comes like that. They mastered that, they mastered that, they mastered 3-letter words, 4-letter words. They did word building. They know all these tablets. I mean, they memorize them by them. But this is a very special box. This is the object box. If you can find a really attractive box and you take it out and say, let's take a look. And there are objects in the objects box. And this is where children read and write. So there's only this jar, and they have pen and pencil and paper, and they write j, a, r, or jam, j, a, m. And they label it. Again, you lay it out, and they lay it out left to right. Often they just take this box to a table. I prefer any writing activity for a very long time to do at a table. It puts the body in a better position, the hand, the entire arm in a better position. They can rest their wrist, and they can really practice their pencil grip. Later on, when we have big group works in the 3rd year, towards the end of the 3rd year, on the rug, then they can grab a clipboard, they have their papers, they have their pencil pouches, and they can write kneeling or laying on their belly even. So they take these out. They love the gum. Look at this. They always want to see if there is one piece of gum left for them. And again, you can reverse the word. M-a-g. Mug. Really attractive objects. They like to do this. And then they label them. Jam, gum, hat, top, fox, hen. And they might say, what about chicken? And then you help them spelling out chicken. So follow their lead. Really pay attention to how they absorb reading, of course, writing, print in the environment. What are they interested in? And just provide and have a great time. Go with them. These are materials they do for 3 years over and over. They build on it, and they do much of it themselves. And if anybody says in the 3rd year, wow, you can read, how did you learn to read? And they say, I taught myself. And that is the best testimony for any Montessori classroom if the student says, I taught myself. I hope you enjoyed it and you get inspired to promote reading to young children. You follow the sound before the name of the letter. left to right, and you just make a lot of material available. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.